it's been a while since I've done a makeup tutorial video, especially in here. The last one that I did downstairs, that was a train wreck. We're not going to do it that way again, but I'm going to try in here again. And I'm looking in the mirror and hoping I am in frame like crazy right now. I think I have it framed correctly, but I had this idea last year. I want to do like a makeup tutorial every month, like based on the different gemstones. Yeah, because I'm so original, right? But I thought of this in February. And I was like, that'd be weird to start it in February while there's no rule against it. I was like, I'm a January baby. I'm not gonna like skip my own birthday month and start it the next. No. We'll wait till next year. And we're on one of the last days of the month right now. And frankly, I forgot about it till yesterday. I was like, oh shit, I need to do that. So I swatched out like all of my red shadows and red toned things, trying to figure out what I could use to make like a cool garnet look. And truth be told, this is literally just trial and error as I'm doing it. If it pans out and ends up looking cool, this will go up. If it's an epic fail, you will never see this because I'll just delete it. So, yeah, good luck to me, but I have some ideas and I think it should be cool if it pans out the way I'm imagining it. Okay, so we're gonna start off with the eyes because that's gonna be the main attraction here. Most of this tutorial is going to be the eyes, a little bit the rest of the face too, but mostly it's going to be an eye look. So we're going to start off with our eye primer. You can use whatever you want here, but I personally am still using the Essence I Heart Color Intensifying eyeshadow base in just like the beigey one. There was like a white one too, but I don't like that one. So just going to go right on in. Just a bit up in here. Just blend it out. I may need a little more than that. Usually I have more than that. I don't know why I went so skimpy this time, but okay. That's more like it, because we are going to want it out a ways too. And we're even going to want a little bit down here. And don't worry, we will have it all blended in. By the end, it'll all look good. Now we got to do the other side. But yeah, I'm trying to make this tutorial be as universal as possible in that you can use whatever you have that's approximately similar shades, although I will tell you what I'm using in case you do want to like copy it 100%. So just let that be known that you don't have to use the exact products that I'm using, but I will let you know what I'm using in case you do want to do it that way. Okay, so we will give that a moment to dry down before we start in on the actual shadow process. Okay, so I'm going to do this a little bit of a non-traditional approach in how I'm going to do it. But I'm going to start not in the crease color, but in the just above the crease, but just with a little bit. So I'm using the Violet Voss Fruit Sorbet. That's probably backwards on camera. Fun size palette. I'm just using the red tone that's down in the corner here. Just a little. Just gonna dig in a little bit. And you don't even need like necessarily full pigment on it because we're gonna blend and smoke it out. We just want it right about here. Because it's gonna give a little bit of like a brighter red glow to the whole look once we've done it. So then you're going to grab your fluffy brush and just circles, circles. You're going to smoke it out. And actually, if you're using a bright red that's slightly less pigmented, but it's still like a nice like orangey red, that may actually work to your advantage here because it'll just give that like red glow without having to do nearly as much of the work in smoking it out. So, and it's okay if it's darker in like the outer corners. That's kind of naturally what you would have gone for anyway. So I'm going to do the other side now. It looks kind of crazy right now, but just hang with me here, guys. Hang with me. And keep your eyes just above the crease, like right on like the brow bone. And like follow the contour. I went in a little too far on that side. That's okay. We have makeup wipes if need be. We can fix it. We have the technology. It's okay if it's not perfect. If you want to do a thinner area for this, you can. If you want to wait till you have the actual lid color down and then like meet it right above it, you can do it that way. But for me, I feel like I'll have the best luck going in like this. So let me go in a little more on that side. Keep scrubbing it out. Okay, so right now we have something like this. Again, looks crazy right now, but hang with me. I'm gonna clean off my brush and be right back. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna use comes from the Beaute Floral Vintage palette. There's actually 2 shades in this I'm gonna use, but one of them doesn't come till the end of the shadow portion of this. But what we're gonna do for the lid base is use this deep kind of like maroony color, not really maroon, scarlety color here, Button Bush for the actual lids themselves. So go ahead and load it up and don't be shy about making it crazy pigmented because that is what you're gonna want for this. So let me go on in. My brush is slightly damp right now, so it's gonna be like extra pigmented on mine. I'm just kind of fill in the gaps. If you want to use a clean, dry brush, you can also do that. Ooh, there's a lot of fallout. Holy balls. That's okay. That's okay. We got a whole pack of makeup wipes here. It'll be okay. Right. So we have that going on in here. I am going to grab a makeup wipe though, because oh my goodness. I don't want that to get crazy bad. I want to stay on top of that. So we're just going to grab this guy here. And we're going to just kind of blot more than anything, because otherwise you're kind of going to smear it in. Anyway, so I may even go in with a little bit more, just to really make sure it's crazy vibrant. I will tap it in the pan though to get some of the excess off this time. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. Hell, one more for good luck. 3 times the charm. Okay. And now we're going to move on to the other side. It's okay if you don't get quite perfect along the lash line because we're going to put on eyeliner anyway, so it is totally okay. So let's load up that brush again. Okay. Very bold, very vibrant, very pretty. This look is not for the weak of heart. But then again, if you are seeking out a garnet-inspired makeup look, I don't think you were expecting anything that was going to be subtle anyway. Correct? So, anyway. Like, if you want subtle, this is not the gemstone for you. Just kind of pat it on. And just keep it even. 3 times the charm over here too. Okay, so again, because this is slightly damp, we're gonna let this dry down a bit before we even make an attempt at trying to blend it out. So while I clean out my brush again and grab a paper towel this time to try and dry it off some on, this will have a moment to dry down before we blend. Okay, I gave it a moment, so we're gonna go on in now. And in between the 2 shades, we're just gonna do again those small circles. if you hold from the far end of your brush and do these tiny circles, you'll get a much gentler, even pressure than if you're closer to the barrel. And if you end up covering up the original shade we did, that's okay, because it still kind of goes above it. It's giving like a nice little red glow up in there, but don't even worry too much about it, because there's going to be more colors involved in this as well, so don't stress it. It will all work out. Just tiny circles back and forth and just try to blend the two shades into one another and soften out the edges. So we're not looking for harsh lines. We want nice, soft edges. And something approximating a smoky eye look, that is exactly what we're going for. So if you're seeing something that's looking kind of blurry around the edges, that is perfect. That is, you're doing it right. So let me switch colors again. So my transition shade is going to be from the Maybelline New York Soda Pop palette in the color Cherry on Top. It's like this purpley maroon color here. So you're going to load up with that. And tap the excess because it is a powdery one. And you'll have a crap ton of fallout if you don't tap. So, and then you're going to do the outer corners. Just kind of tap, 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 and up into the crease. Just kind of, again, follow the natural curve of the shape of your eye. A little more to deepen it up. Because this red is a deeper red to start with, but this is darker. But there's going to be one more color out at the edges, so you kind of want this to almost go in towards the middle. And you're going to blend the crap out of it, just like everything else. And this is also the point where you're going to make a decision if you're going to use this color or the darker color to go in and basically go underneath the lower lash line as like a little eyeliner look. But we're not quite there yet. So don't even worry about that part just yet. And yep, I'm seeing the fallout again. And we will be using a highlighter to help brighten things up. So if you're worrying that, oh crap, I look like Uncle Fester right now, just relax, relax, we're getting there, we're getting there. Are the reds getting pushed around? Yes, but again, makeup remover, makeup wipes if you want to clean up edges, because I'm thinking right out here, yeah, it went down beneath kind of in a way that I wasn't really banking on it doing. That's okay. We can still work with it. We're just gonna blend, 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 blend. Blend, 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 blend. Blend, blend, blend. Blend, blend, blend. Something like that. And then do the other side. I think for me, I probably will use this shade to be the one that goes under the eye. I'm just not quite ready to do it just yet. Ignore my phone. Okay, then blend, blend, blend again. again with the fallout, it's just pat, pat, pat for the part that has not already been hit by it. And some on that side too fell. Nice. Matching hard line there. Okay, so my deepest shadow shade, and this is optional, you could stop with it at this point for the deepest shades. I'm going to go with the BH Cosmetics Naughty palette in the color Brick, which is that last shade down there. And I'm just going to go in just a little bit. Just a little bit. Nothing crazy, nothing much. And that part is just going on like that outer V type corner. Just really darken it up. Then you're going to blend that out too. Where did I put my blending brush? There it is. Okay. Grab a little more for the other side. Blend, 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 blend. It's just to add a little tiny bit of extra drama at that outer corner. Like I said, it's an optional, you don't have to do that part, but I like the way it looks, so I included it for mine. So we're gonna rub that clean, because now I have a paper towel here to use as a shadow switch. Because I didn't think to bring multiple shadow brushes, that's on me. So now, at this point, I'm going to go in with my eyeliner. I'm just using the Luna liner from Seraphine Botanicals. It's the water resistant one. It has like a nice fine tip on it and everything, but again, use what you want. You don't even have to use a liquid liner if you don't want to. It's just what I'm using because I find this one goes really nicely over powder shadows, whereas not all necessarily play so nice. So I'm just going to go in and try and do this without having anything to lean my arm on and hope for the best. This is the part where I am the most liable to screw up on camera, so apologies in advance. Okay, so it's also really hard to hold the lid taut when you can't like quite touch the corner because you have makeup on it and you'll smear it. First world problems. Don't worry, we'll be going back over it in a minute because I realized I forgot to put the highlight in the middle because I'm dumb. That's okay. I think it might actually add a dimensional effect to this because of the way it's about to go down, so this may have been a happy accident, in the words of Bob Ross, and I would like a nice cat eye. Does it go with the shape of the blended out shadow? No, but we will fix that. Because again, we have makeup wipes at the ready. So just go right below it, twist it to kind of a tip, and just erase right on up to the edge of your liner. Ta-da, fixed. Easy peasy. I just kind of okay. And then we're gonna do the other side. I mean, again, you don't have to do the highlight bit in the middle. You could skip it, but I feel like for the gemstone effect I'm going for, it is kind of the piece de resistance that's going to pull it all together. So I'm gonna do it. Okay. screwed that up. But again, makeup wipes are magic, because we'll fix it. And then we'll just, I was like, we could take the other side out to match, but no, let's not do that. Let's not get too crazy with it. Are the wings perfect? No, but they're close enough to where I'm like, they're acceptable, so. But your wings will probably look better than my wings, because I kind of suck at it. So. Okay, so we're going to go back to that Ace Beaute Floral Vintage palette and now use the color Canna as the middle highlight color to kind of do like a halo eye effect. I do have a bunch of shadows in a bunch of different brands that have similar shades that are all metallic like this, but I found this one gave the best shine but was also the smoothest in its finish, so that's why I'm going with this guy. Is it a perfect red? No, but I think it's close enough for what we're going to want it for. You're going to find the middle of your lid and just kind of swipe and smudge it down the middle. Just like that. Just the middle bit though. If you want to go back in a second time with a little more, totally go for it. Kind of just pat around the outer edges to blend it a little. Like so. Just like that. Something along those lines. I may go for a third swipe because I'm insane, but I really want it to pop. And again, I am going to go right back in over that liner to fix it. Now we're going to do the other side. Given how delicate the eyelids are, I would recommend using your ring finger for this, just like when you do eye cream. You typically use the ring finger for exactly that reason, because there's the least natural pressure with that. So, just a thought. You don't have to, but I would recommend it. Tap, 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 tap. And one more. Yeah, now it pops. Now it pops. Okay, so I'm going to wash my hands real quick and then we'll do some blending and fixing of the liner. Okay, so you're going to take your blending brush and this time you're honestly going to just kind of tap the side of the bristles against the outer edges. Will it bring out that shimmer a little bit further? It will, but you're kind of just making it blend more seamlessly into the rest of the lid by doing so, instead of it just being like one harsh stripe without compromising the vibrancy of that stripe. So after you do that, go back in with your liner. Just touch up that little middle bit. And I knocked over a broom, cool. Anyway, I knew that was happening because I kept bumping into it, but just touch it up. And yeah, you shouldn't need to do the entire line. It should just be the middle bit that needs it, because it's all it got covered. Okay, so something, something like that. So far, I'm actually very pleased with how this is turning out, to the point where I'm almost debating, do I not want to attempt that lower lid line? But at the same time, we've come this far. I kind of want to just go for it. So how I'm going to do this, I actually don't have my really dense bristled liner brush right now. I just have like a fluffy angled brush. So what I'm going to do instead, well, first I'm going to hit this this look right now with my Tarte Stay Spray. Just give it a second. Just helps set everything in place. Okay, but we're also going to spritz the bristles. this way, hopefully, A, it'll be more impact, and B, it'll take less to do it, and hopefully stay put. If it doesn't, we will fix it with a makeup wipe, but I'm hoping we won't need to do that. Honestly, just swipe through on just the tip of the edge, be it a brush like this or a proper liner brush. Just kind of, I'm going to just go just below the lashes. And kind of join it to beneath that liner wing. So this way there's still some color there without it necessarily needing to be as harsh as the black, but it'll still help pull it together. I'm going to hit it one more time because I think that wasn't very much on it. I missed, didn't I? There. That time it hit, I saw it. Kind of just help it in there. And again, into the shadow. I am again using Cherry on Top from the Soda Pop palette, but you use whatever you like. And we're just gonna do the same on this side, just beneath the lashes. Oh, on that side it's darker. Hold on a second. Going on, I thought somebody was at the door. Anyway, so it's a little more vibrant on this side because it's a little wetter, so I may retouch up that other side, but it is basically the same damn process that we just did here. It's not as soft when it's quite that dark, but you know what? Honestly, I kind of dig that, so that's okay. At least by me. You might prefer it to look the softer way, and that's okay too. Again, this is open to interpretation of however you want to attempt this look. So I also have a smudger brush here. Just a little rubber nibbed thing. And kind of just gently smudge it a bit. Just a bit. And on that side too. You can totally use your finger instead. I always end up just poking myself in the dang eye, so I don't like using my smudger. But personal preference. So, for the eyeshadow portion of this, that part's done, but we're not done with the overall look yet. So I will flip this around so you can get a closer up look before we continue. So far, it's looking pretty cool. I'm pretty pleased with it so far, actually. Okay, so now that we've done all of that, I'm thinking it's, what do I want to do first? I think I will actually do highlighter first. So I'm using my Natasha Denona Cupid Cheek Duo, mostly just because I wanted an excuse to use the nice dark blush that's in this, even though it goes on pretty dang sheer. But also I was like, you know, the highlighter in this is pretty good too. We may as well just stick with that for this look, keep it all simplified instead of overcomplicating it. So, oh my gosh, I feel dumb. I did have an actual dense liner brush. Dang it. Oh well, too late now. So let's grab some of that highlighter. And we're going to pop it up on the brow bone up here. And feel free to go as crazy as you like with it in terms of how strong you want that highlight to be. Personally, I love a crazy, crazy shimmery highlighter. Like, the more shimmery, the better. The more flashy, the better. So for me, I go in quite heavy-handed every damn time, but that's just me. And I will continue it right down to the inner corner. Just to keep that brightness going, to help offset the darkness of the whole look. Kind of a light and dark kind of thing going on. I had debated doing a really icy highlighter with this, but I was like, actually, I think like a champagne highlighter would look really pretty with this, and I'm glad I did it. Although the other would have totally worked too. Again, up to you, whatever you would like to use. just going in on this, and if you just barely overlap the upper edge of the shadow, it does kind of naturally help tie it all in by blending it together quite literally. But again, however you'd like to do it is good. It's all up to you. It's all open to interpretation. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to do this before I did the brows or the mascara, actually, because I will go back and do the highlighter on the cheeks after, but I want to do the blush first, so we're doing this a little piece at a time. So hang with me. Patience, my dears, patience. There, I think that looks really pretty, and it also adds like to the whole sparkly factor of the look. Okay, I think at this point I will go ahead and put on the mascara. So for today I'm just using the Tarte Tarteist Lash Paint. Again, you can use anything you like. I'm just using this because it gives really like lengthened effects without much effort, which is exactly what I want. Like high glam with no effort. That is perfect for me. So I'm gonna do that real quick. Just going on in there. Ignore the sounds of my dog skittering around in the background. She's wondering why I pulled her in here. If I'm lucky, she won't start barking or anything in the background. Okay. Something like that. Again, against the dark, it's not like they'll be super obvious, but without it, it looks very obvious that you don't have them done. So if you can use a mascara that's more dramatic looking, that is preferred. Even better is if you can do fake lashes, but I've never once succeeded at getting them put on, so I'm not going to do lashes, but if I knew how, this would probably be the point where I put them on. Okay, then below, do the other side. Yeah, I know this part's slow, arduous, and boring, but it all pays off in the end. Oop. I think I could use a little more on that side to even it out. Okay. And then use your brow product of choice. I'm going to use the Benefit Gimme Brow Plus. I use color number 3 if anybody cares, but again, use whatever brow products you like. Okay, pretty quick and easy there. Now the other side. Okay, something like that. Now we've got the whole upper part of the face done. Now we just need to clean up any fallout again. A new blush, highlight, lips, and we'll be all done. Okay, did all the fallout cleanup, so we're gonna go back and do the blush from that Natasha Denona duo now. And we're just gonna pick some up on the finger. You can even go in heavy-handed with this. It literally will not make a difference. If you haven't seen my review on it yet, go seek it out. It wasn't that far back. Yeah, do not be scared of this one. It is not worthy of being scared of. Then just use a beauty blender, pat it out, like so, and instantly beautiful. And then you're gonna do the same for the other side. And again, you saw I went heavy-handed as fuck with that. So yeah, do not be scared of this one like I was. Okay, let's get lots of it. Kind of in the general area of where you want it, and then beauty blend the crap out of it. Kind of just pat it, but work fast because this one dries down crazy fast, even though it's a cream, which seems counterintuitive, but it's what it does. So okay, so after you've done that, probably go wash your hands, and then we will come back, highlight, and do lips, and look at the final look. Okay, so I've got my hands washed, so I'm going to go in with a bigger highlight brush now. Actually, usually I use this brush as a blush brush, but today we're going to use it as a highlighter brush because we're going to do top of the cheekbones. And just tap it on in, go up towards the brow line. I just kind of not quite connect it, but almost. You can connect if you want, I suppose, but I just go in the general area. Kind of just like in a stippling motion. Okay, see that? For as heavy-handed as I went on both, does any of that look overwhelming? No, because you want to help balance out the heaviness of the eyes with the rest of the face not being too much, but we're going to do a heavy lip too. So I'm actually just using the e.l.f. High Shine Intense Gloss in Red Apple, and it's literally just a red gloss. You can use whatever red lip product you want here. I would suggest a cooler, darker red, but again, you do you. Okay. This one has like a little bit of a weird applicator on it, so I may have to go in and do cleanup. It was the closest to the tone that I wanted for this. Actually, I would have opted for a little bit deeper if I had one, but I didn't have one that's like a deep maroony kind of one that was in like the right shade range that I wanted. So I don't mind going bright, like almost ruby red lips with the garnet. It's cool. But again, you can use whatever you would like here. This is just what I'm doing in my look. And if any of you should follow this tutorial, I would love to see pictures or anything showing me how your look came out as a result. Let me know which products you chose to use with yours. Anything like that. Okay, something along those lines, and then just to fix the Cupid's bow, and beautiful. And there is the look all pulled together. I am honestly so jazzed with how this came out. I think it looks so pretty. It would look great for like a date night or anything like that. Or if you're brave, you could do it as a daytime look like I do. But honestly, I think it's so pretty. I really, really like this. So hopefully you enjoyed. And as usual, you know what to do. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe. Hit that notification bell icon so you never miss an upload. Leave comments down below. Make sure you're following my social media accounts, my Facebook fan page, my Twitter, my Instagram, my eBay, my Reddits, everything else, and more. It's all down below. And if you like what I do here on this channel, you'd like to help support it, the donation link as always is down in the description. Anyway guys, till next time, see ya.